Hello everyone, my name is Sanskar, and in this video I would like to show you how you can get started using CertifySimple app. So CertifySimple app helps you generate certificates and send them via Gmail. So let's see how we can do that. So there are two steps in this process. The first is the generating part where we will generate certificates, and then the second part, which is sending those certificates with a personalized email to all the people. Now, to generate the certificates, either we can generate it from scratch, like typing slide.new to generate a new slide presentation, and you can create it from scratch. That's one way to do it. Other option is to just visit something like slidego.com and grab any of the templates they have. So you can see this one, we have many certificate templates available here. You can get the link of it there directly on our website, CertifySimple.app. Visit this and you can directly use these. Now, this is one great resources. Other great resource is Canva. So if you will visit canva.com, Canva also have a lot of templates for certificates. So let me just close that, search for certificates. And you can see there are a lot of certificates which are available. Now, of course, if you're using Canva, you have to generate them manually one by one. But if you will use CertifySimple app, you can generate them in bulk. Now, what do I mean by the difference and how you will be able to do that? Well, all you have to do is just, for example, open up any of these certificates. I personally think, how many are there? I think there are a lot of certificate templates with Canva comparative to SlideGo. So you might just go with this. So I'm going to open this first one. And you can follow our guide on how to import certificate template from Canva to Google Slide. So if I will open up this guide, all it says is on the Canva editor, click on the three dots in the top right corner. So, okay, I'm going to click on that. Then we have this Google Drive option directly available. I'm going to click on that as well. And then what I will do is let's see what it says. Select the option to reveal all different downloading options. Choose Google Drive icon. You will be prompted Google account. If you haven't linked already, I think I have already linked. That's why it's showing like that. I'm going to choose the test folder and save this as a PPTX. This is a Microsoft PowerPoint document. So click on that and click on save. Once I will do that, this template will be added to my Google Drive. So I can just open up my Google Drive and open it up. Let's just wait for a second. Okay, I'm going to open up my Google Drive and I have saved that to the test folder. So I'm going to just open up the test folder. And any second now, this will be done. So once we do that, so as you can see, the process was very simple. You just need to click on that and done. So like 3 to 4 clicks and you have this template transferred as a Google slide. So I'm just going to give it a few seconds. Meanwhile, let's see what is the next process. So you can see the second step is to have the student information. So for student information, again, you can create a new Google Sheet by typing sheet.new. And in that Google Sheet, you can add the information like name, email. So two important details, which obviously we are going to have personalized for each and every certificate, is where do we want to send that email, which we will be sending the certificate attached to, and the name of the person. If you have other personalized information, like I have attendance and grade over here, you can have as many as you want, as many columns you can add, as many personalized information you can add per student. And we will be able to like personalize all of the certificates according to the information in this Google Sheet. So that was the second step. The third step is to write the email. So I'm going to open up the application. If you haven't already installed CertifySimple app, you just have to visit over here. Enter your email ID. So I'm going to enter my email ID, sanskar@certifysimple.app. Click on create certificates. And it's going to take a second, just a little checking. And once that is done, you will be able to visit this page and click on install. I'm actually using directly from my test option. So you might not be able to see it over here. You will see it inside this add-ons option, but here and there, same thing. Now click on that like this, and then click on CertifySimple, open CertifySimple. Once you will open the app, as you can see, it's very simple. All you need to do is, as I said, we need to create an email template. I'm going to click on create new. So one thing which you might be able to notice is we already have a template selected, because I have created multiple before this. So I can just click create a new template from here, or I can click on create new template. So the subject, I'm going to start with name, congratulations on completing this course. Here is your certificate. Okay. And then I can say thanks for this and that. You can share the certificate on LinkedIn and other platform and tag us. We will reshare, something like that. You're just trying to get more awareness about your course, stuff like that. Anyhow, so basically what will happen is this email will be sent with the name updated according to this. So why did I type name? Because the header of the name is name. Okay, so whatever you want to use, you can see personalize your email by using column in the brackets. So if I wanted to add, let's say, attendance here, what will I do? I will just copy the attendance, which is the title, and over here I'll say your attendance is, okay, so this happens sometimes, so, and like this. Okay, so what will happen is each personalized mail will be sent with a personalized attendance. Now the next thing what will happen is when you will save this template, when we will be sending these emails, the certificate will be attached to these emails as a PDF. So you're not actually sharing kind of a link or something, you're actually sharing an attached PDF with them. Now, how can we get started? Well, it's very simple. You just need to give it a campaign name. So I'm going to say campaign. Today is 13th October. So I'm just going to name that. And let's say this is my first campaign of today. So I'm just going to name it first. Now we need the Google Sheet URL, which consists of the user information. You don't have to do anything. Just copy the URL as is and paste it over here. Once you will do that, you will see the sheet name is already here and the email column is here. So if you have multiple sheets over here, you can make that whichever you want to use as the first one. Right now, because that is what it will select automatically. If you have a requirement that you want to use the other ones, then let us know. We will make this some sort of a drop down where you can select the sheets. Right now, this was more than comfortable, so hence we went with it. Once you have the sheet name, column name, you just have to name the file name format. So now you may be thinking, Sanskar, what is file name format? So file name format is basically when the certificates will be generated, the name of those files, right? So what do I want the name of the files? I want the name of the files to be Arthur Dent, then dash certificate. Similarly, food perfect dash certificate. One thing which we have is if you use any of these values or any of the value from the Google Sheet for the name of the file, we remove the spaces. So it will not be Arthur space Dent dash certificate. It will be Arthur Dent dash certificate. I hope that makes sense. Now, as we can see, this certificate which we have over here, which is this Darwin or this basically template, has been converted over here. If I will double click on it, you can see it's opening in Google Slides. How exciting is that? We didn't do a lot of it, and you have that Canva template available over here. Okay, so what is next? Well, I'm going to make a copy of this and see if I can paste. Okay, so now we could use that, but the thing is, like, I'm as I said, I'm using the test one, so I have here. You will be able to just go to the tools. Where is that? Let me reload. Let me just make a copy of this. Okay, that worked. Let me delete that. So we have this, right? I don't want to use this. But one thing which you need to learn from this is when we are creating the template, we need to update where we want to use the name. So for example, I want to use name over here. Let me just use the same text format. Okay, this looks a little bit bigger. I'm going to decrease the size, I guess, a little bit. Okay. Yeah. Be a little bit smaller. That looks good. Okay, you can have a signature or something, whatever you want. And what I want is, this is the description text which we will have. So yeah, I don't, so basically if you copy something, right, it copies the style of it, it copies the color of it. If you don't want that to happen, just paste it in your browser URL and then cut it from there and paste. So you can see it's now pure. It does not have any of a styling. So now you can see we have the name, we have attendance and the grade in the personalization of the template. Let me delete this one and have this one alone. So now what I will do is I will go to the CertifySimple, open CertifySimple app. Again, I have already described the whole process, so I'm not going to follow that again. I'm just going to paste. Today is 13 October. This is my first campaign of today. This is the name of the file which will be generated. This is a sender name. So this name will actually be visible in the email. I'll show you a little bit later. And you can see we can actually select which email I want to choose. So I guess this was the last one which we created. Let me see. Congratulations. I think this is the one which we created 4 minutes ago, and it is already pre-selected. So the latest one is selected by default. If you want to change that, you can. I'm just going to use this one anyway, so let's go with it. So now I will click on generate, and it says creating certificates you can close. We will notify you via email. So certificates will be created in the background. You can close the window. You will get notified via email. So I'll say, okay, that's fine. I'm going to close that. Well, what will happen now is we will be generating the certificates in the background, and once those certificates are generated, you will receive an email. Let me see if the process is started. Now, it can take a little bit of a time because we don't do it instantly. There is a quota limitation for how many presentation you can generate in a single day by Google. So to manage that, we utilize it very properly so that you can utilize the most of it. So for those quotas, let me show you. I will add a page to our website where it will be basically limits. So you can visit this limit, something like that. The link will be somewhere wherever this video is. So yeah, once that is done, what will happen is we will be adding 2 columns over here. One will be for the slide URL and other column will be for the slide ID. So let's see if that happens anytime soon. Okay, so this can take a while. What I will do is I will close this, I'll do something else, and once it is done, I'll be back and let you know. Okay, so once the certificates are generated, what you can do is you can see we have all the certificates over here. So you can double check if you like to, like for example, this one, if you will click on that, you can see the name has been given correctly, the name and the certificate. You can see this one, and you can click on it to see if things have updated as required. So yeah, I wanted this to be updated. So this was name and this was your attendance is attendance and grade, and that has been updated perfectly. Now let us see the emails. So these are the emails which will be sent. So the first email, you will receive this email when the certificates are generated. So you can open this particular one and it will say check them out here, which is basically giving a link to your Google Sheet. So you can go back and check it out. Then what it will do is it will start sending the emails. And once the emails are sent, it will notify you that the emails are sent. Now let us see the emails and how they look like. So if I open up the email, you can see the first thing, which is the name. So it has been updated perfectly. And you can see in the description or in the body of the email, we added this attendance, right? You can see it has been updated with the attendance of this particular student. So you can see Food Perfect had an attendance of 60, so it has been updated accordingly. And this is an attached PDF. If I will click on it, you can see it has this certificate personalized for that particular students. So as you can see, it is very easy to use CertifySimple app. The process might have been a little bit longer to explain, but overall you can see if you understand it once, you can just click on the application, open it up, enter the campaign name, select the email templates, select the Google Sheet URL, and you're good to go. So that's all from my side. If you have any question, feel free to reach us out at sanskar@certifysimple.app.